Yeah, homies got me pointers. We get awards, but we get God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Operating from the gun, Clinton. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Clinton. He finds his man, complete. It's Robertson. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Silverman throwing the out route and complete. That's Stanley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Silverman. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Silverman. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
throwing on first down. Silverman. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Off play action. Silverman. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. To throw. Silverman. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on 2nd down, Clinton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Clinton. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Clinton. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Colts have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, Jarrett will get this to about the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down now, Jarrett, and some room to roam now. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Silverman fighting to stay, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Silverman looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. They're going to try and throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Silverman. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now a handoff up the middle. Jarrett, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Operating from the gun, Silverman, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. The
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Up the middle they go. Jarrett. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Silverman. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Off the play fake. Clinton flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Silverman. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now a handoff up the middle. Jarrett. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Silverman. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Silverman. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Silverman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd and 2, Clinton. Throw left side complete. That's Brewer. Finding room at midfield. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clinton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Back to throw. Clinton escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
To throw on 2nd down, Silverman, and he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle they go. Jarrett, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Silverman, he sets to fire deep. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On first down, Clinton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clinton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He finds his man complete. It's Wagner. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in these 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They run the counter. Jarrett. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
To throw on second down. Silverman. It's complete to Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down. Silverman. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up Sackett.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Jarrett. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Silverman. Touchdown! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Finding Washington. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's caught inside the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Point after here coming up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
That is his 951st NFL reception, so 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Silverman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Diggs has it. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot.